Hello everyone. In today's video, I'll be discussing some of the most dominant sea predators over this large period of time that we call the Phanerozoic Eon. So this time period is since all life ever existed. So how has the predators of the sea, the top of the food chain, evolved over this time? And I will be discussing many different species today, so join in for the ride. Starting with a heavily armored fish known as the first large apex predator, and even considered the largest living creature during the time it was alive, the Devonian period. That's like how the blue whale is the largest animal of today, which is insane. But not really, considering that this armored demon-like fish could grow up to around 4 to 6 meters, 13 to 20 feet in length. It also had a powerful bite that could crush its prey like a soda can. It fed on anything that it could catch, such as fish and sharks, and might even turn on its own kind, which is extremely surprising for a prehistoric animal. Yes, they could have been cannibalistic. This is just like the Majungasaurus, a species of dinosaur. Dino fans, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Dunkleosteus was basically covered in bony protection, kind of like an exoskeleton. This strengthened its devastating jaw muscles as well. Their fossils have been found in North America, Europe, and Northern Africa. Those are places you wouldn't want to be in the Devonian period. So now, let's move forward in time to a period of more abundance, but that only means that there will be more things lurking in the high seas. Time for Edestus, a shark from the Carboniferous that looked more like a science fiction monster than an actual shark. Edestus belonged to an order of sharks known as Eugenodonts, which had tooth whorls, basically oddly shaped jaws. Others in this family include the more well-known Helicoprion, which I have covered in my previous video, Prehistoric Animals Just as Lethal as the T-Rex. Edestus grew about 6 meters long, or 20 feet, so it was about the size of a great white shark, approximately. Edestus dined on fish, sharks, and possibly marine invertebrates like shelled cephalopods, which lived during its time. It was a voracious eater. Imagine being a fish in the Carboniferous period and seeing a shark that looked like this one racing towards you. That would be terrifying. Next, we are going to travel to the Mesozoic era. Meet the Crotosaurus, a marine reptile from the Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs were in their prime. Crotosaurus was a pliosaur, which were a group of extinct finned reptiles that ruled over the seas during the late Mesozoic era. Crotosaurus was about 9 to 11 meters long, making it a formidable beast. So that's about 30 to 36 feet long. Its name means Lizard of Kronos, which is a Greek titan, just making this animal even more terrifying. Crotosaurus could crush shells of ammonites, which were basically very large shellfish. It also preyed on other marine invertebrates, as well as other marine reptiles such as plesiosaurs and pliosaurids. In fact, Crotosaurus is the biggest known pliosaurid as of right now. It swam around the Eromanga Sea, where modern-day Australia is now. But what about a true Leviathan? This animal was named after the biblical Leviathan, and for this whale, that's its name. Leviathan is an extinct macroraptorial sperm whale, and it is closely related to the slightly larger modern-day sperm whale. Leviathan lived in the Miocene period of the Cenozoic era, and is a well-known rival of Megalodon, the largest shark to ever live, which is very famous as well. Leviathan feasted upon whales and seals, possibly even smaller sharks. It could grow from 13 to 16 meters long, and it had stronger jaws than sperm whales today. They are part of the same family as the sperm whales, but are considered to be much different than the benevolent giants of the ocean today. Leviathan was built as more of a predator. It did not have much competition, except for Megalodon, of course. But now, the final animal rules over the ocean today, when the waves are more calm than they were before. This animal is the orca. It is an undisputed king in today's 5 oceans. It has a wide range in every ocean and is found in every sea as well. They can grow up to 9 meters or 30 feet long, and there are many populations of them that live around the world. They also hunt different things and have different languages. Resident orcas mainly feed on schools of fish. Transient orcas eat whales, seals, seabirds, and sea lions. The last ecotype, offshore orcas, prey on sharks especially. Orcas, the largest species of dolphin, hunting sharks, seems slightly ironic to me because sharks are usually the ones known to hunt dolphins, not the other way around. Orcas' streamlined body, because they are dolphins, help them reach swimming top speeds of 56 kilometers per hour. Their family pods are close-knit groups, and when they're not hunting for food, they're usually playing, which is nice to think about. But this doesn't make them any less of a formidable predator. After having looked at all those amazing creatures, since these sea predators are so terrifying, maybe some of us are feeling lucky that they aren't here today. But we can think and see how they evolved over the years to think, how have our sea predators today come to be after all of this evolution? Evolutionary adaptations during these periods of time are very important because they show what the animals need to do to adapt to our climate today, as the world is ever changing in terms of climate. So this reflects the world's state in the creatures of our oceans today.